Greetings, my good people of Nigeria. Good day, my Biafra, my fellow Biafrans. Good day to each and every one of us out there who likes what I'm doing and who enjoy listening to this voice. May the Almighty Chukwuka bless each and every one of us. Amen. We have a very, very touching and a very, very what would they call it? They say arrow, madu para arrow. We have it in news here, and it really pains me much to bring this to the general public that 4 men gang raped a little girl of 13 years because of the sin of the father. To me, I don't really know what the father did, but I found it very, very irritating. And that is why I brought this news to my people so that they will hear it and also lay their view. Also tell me what they think or which way we are going to make the society a better one, so that such occurrence will not be hearing in our midst. This is not regular known in our land. It is not in our lineage. When I'm talking about in our, I'm not talking about my own family or your own family. I'm talking about the Igbo in general. We are not known by such acts. You can say, oh, Igbos can do criminals. Yes, they can do robbery, whatever. But in terms of raping a minor, it is not in our gene. So this is really touching and heartbreaking news, so to say. But I have to bring it to my people so that they will be aware of what is happening out there. 4 Anambra men gang rape teenager over father's sin. I wonder what the father must have done that will warrant a 4 adult to molest a 13-year-old girl. It's abomination. The National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Person, Anambra State, in collaboration with the vigilantes, has arrested 3 persons for alleged gang raping a 13-year-old girl. Punch Metro gathered that 4 suspects were involved in the incident, but while 3 of them were arrested, the 4th suspect escaped when security operatives invaded their neighborhood at Umpo, near Onitsha, Anambra State. The State Commissioner for Women and Social Affairs, Ife Obinabo, disclosed the incident to journalists in Oka on Wednesday through her media aide, Chidimma Ike Anyong. She said the culprits have been handed over to the state police headquarters in Oka, where they would be prosecuted. The commissioner lauded the victim for speaking up after the incident and assured her that she would get the relevant justice. During interrogation, 2 of the suspects reportedly confessed to the crime and pleaded for forgiveness, saying they raped the victim after a disagreement with her father. But the 3rd suspect insisted that he was only present when the incident happened. Contrary to his claims, the victim reportedly insisted that he was the 2nd person to have carnal knowledge of her. According to the victim, the suspects were co-tenants with them, but took her to Nkisi River to rape her after they had an altercation with her father. The victim, while narrating her experience, said she was first slapped by the boys, then dragged to the Nkisi before she was ordered to remove her clothes as the suspect took turns to have carnal knowledge of her. The commissioner added, This is really unbelievable. 13-year-old girl. What could have been triggered this action? That is what I'm still asking, because since morning I saw this news, it was unbearable to me. I can't imagine seeing my own 13-year-old girl being molested by 4 guys in this 21st century. What kind of offense that the father must have committed that will trigger such an outrageous revenge on this little girl of 13 years. Wow, this world is really turning into something else. I don't know where they get the breed of human beings, or let me call it animals in human beings form, we have in our society these days. In those days, anyone that tries this will surely get punished by God. Anyway, my dear people, my listeners, I don't want to emphasize much on that very news because it pains my heart. It makes my heart to bleed each time I say anything about it. So let's move straight into another news. Abduction is still going on in Katsina, the homeland of the President of the Republic of Zoological Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari. Katsina abduction. A woman has been abducted while she is raising money for wedding. The abduction of 21 youths who were working as farmhands on a farm near Kompani Mayadua village in the Faskari local government area of Katsina staged by terrorists on October 30, 2022, had left the terrorists and the relatives in deep worries and fear. Okute News recalls that terrorists had swooped on the same local government headquarters in December 2020, where they kidnapped 344 students of the Government Science Secondary School, Faskari. The students were released later after spending 6 days in the terrorist captivity. Speaking of this recent abduction, a man who gave his name as Montari Avualu said his niece was one of the victims. The man, who is a commercial motorcyclist in Katsina, said he was called on Sunday night that his niece, Aisha, was abducted along with others in the afternoon on the farm. She said efforts were being made at Wednesday to sort for ransom being demanded by the terrorists on the victims. Avualu, who did not disclose the amount, said, "I was called about midnight on Sunday that Aisha had been kidnapped and the terrorists were yet to get access to us on what their demands were. Aisha is preparing for her wedding. I think that made her go and do the farmhand job where she was kidnapped. I reside in Katsina where I operate commercial motorcycles. Since terrorists have made it impossible for us to go to our farms again back home in Merowa, I get in touch with home every day, and as at this morning, Wednesday, I was told the terrorists had made known their demands, while I was asked to source for my own share of the contribution. I won't be able to tell you the amount, as it is our people at home who have the facts and figures. I will only appeal to the government to improve security in our communities. I and many others from Merowa relocated from the village because of the terrorists." Residents said the terrorists surrounded the farmland around 3 p.m. on Sunday, October 30, 2022, when the youths were busy harvesting crops on the farmland. The youths said to have been hired as laborers from the various communities surrounding the farm, with majority of them said to have been from Merowa village. The list of the victims made available by the Katsina Police Command showed that no fewer than 7 girls were among them. The list also showed that the victims were between the ages of 16 and 21. The names of the victims as obtained from the police command were Lawal, 18, Mandia, 18, Bilikisu, female, 18, Samaela, 16, Awano, 16, Dalha, 16, Umehi Abdullahi, female, 18, Hadiza, female, 17, Ibrahim Daiha, 17, Zainabu, female, 17, Aliu Baba, 15, and Yusuf Dana, 15. Are the names of those who have been kidnapped in a so-called state of our president, the residents there have no peace of mind. Yet he is busy jumping from one country to the other. Yet he is busy building railway from Nigeria to Maradi. Yet he is busy buying SUVs. If he cannot do anything for the country, we understand. If he cannot do anything at the federal capital level, we understand. If he cannot do anything at the state level and local level, we understand. So he can't even do anything in his own homeland, Katsina. Or is there anything they are not telling us? He's not from Katsina. Okay, maybe he's from Niger. But that is the gospel truth. You cannot tell me that you are from Katsina and the state where you are from have been taken over by bandits. And yet you couldn't do any single thing other than jumping from one place to another. Jumping from one African country, going to speak for peace when your country is in a total disarray, in a state of nothing to write home about. And you say we have a president. President of who? We don't have a president. What you have is a class captain. It's a only class captain. That is what you have in Nigeria. And it's really very, very bad. How can you tell me that the president of a nation, his own state, if you cannot secure everywhere, you cannot secure the place that they call your state. Even if you are from Niger, but for the fact that you have been named from Katsina and you take it as your homeland, so you can't do anything. The only security they have there is in the capital, just like most of other states. The only security we have in Nigeria is only in Abuja. Other states are at the mercy of their own. But whatever that happens, the federal government don't care, the state government don't care, even the local level don't care. OYO, on your own, that is what we are in that country called Nigeria. I just pray that God should liberate these people as soon as possible. The rest are Abdullahi, 18, Samaila, 18, Shehu, 17, Aisha Abdul, female, 19, Suwara, female, 16, Abdullahi, 17, Aminat, female, 18, Sani, 15, and Nephew, 17. Attempt to speak with the Meungwa of Merowa were abortive as inquiries regarding the kidnap were directed to Faskare and Katsina. One of the opinion leaders in the village said, "Please go to the Emir's palace in Katsina. We have briefed them. The police have taken over the issue, and all we do now is to pray for the safety return of our children, majority of whom are responsible for their upkeep. That is why they went to work as laborers on the farm." Residents are also said that the owner of the farmland where the children were kidnapped was residing in Funtua, and he only visited the farmland occasionally. It was also alleged that the owner had earlier given the terrorists 1 million naira so that he could harvest his crops without being molested or kidnapped. Nobody could confirm this, however. Also, a man who was said to act as a farm manager for the man and who was said to be based in Merowa could not be located on Wednesday. The house residents said the farm manager used to stay was in the village, was locked up, and they deserted as at Wednesday afternoon. When contacted, the spokesman for the Katsina Police Command, SP Gambo Isa, confirmed the kidnap and clarified that 21 youths were kidnapped. 21 youths. After 39 were kidnapped the other day, this one is another 29. This is a really it's a very good, a very lucrative business for all those people. He said the youths were kidnapped on September 30, 2022 in the afternoon, but the report of the incident got to the police at 1940 hours same day, 7:40 p.m. Those kidnapped were 21 in all. Since then, we have been making efforts to see to their rescue. Whenever there was a new development, I will keep you informed. Governor Aminu Masari's special advisor on security, Ahmed Katsina, could not be reached for comments, although it was learned that the state was already working in collaboration with the security operatives to rescue the children. Meanwhile, there were reports on Wednesday that the bandits were demanding 30 million naira as ransom. According to the reports, the kidnappers, however, insisted on having a dialogue with the owner of the farm where the victims were abducted. According to them, that is the news we got from the state of the president of a country who could not even secure his own state. Then tell me how you want to secure the over 200 million people in that same state. Something is really happening in Nigeria. The simple truth is that this man is not from Nigeria and is not from Katsina. That is the gospel to be going. You cannot tell me that as I'm talking to you now, I have the power to do everything in the country, or even if I don't have the power to do everything to stop the insecurity, at least in my own state, it will be every hooks and cranes we have security to make sure that those people will say, yes, truly, we are proud to say that our own person is the head of the state. So the gospel truth and the bottom line is that Muhammadu Buhari is not from Nigeria and is not from Katsina. Simple. And that is the final. Power. Senate to Green Minister over 147 billion naira projects. Is it not the same woman that keep on spending money anyhow? The Senate Committee on Power has summoned Minister of Finance Zainab Ahmed over 147 billion naira included in the capital project of the Ministry of Power. The chairman of the committee, Senator Gabriel Suswam, who invited the minister during the budget defense of the Ministry of Power, claimed that the committee could not explain how the funds for the multilateral projects in the power sector were being expended. Suswam said the actual capital budget of the Ministry of Power for the 2023 is 44 billion, while 147 billion is meant for bilateral and multilateral projects. We can't explain how they are expended. You can't lay your hands on the project, and we cannot oversight it. The Ministry of Power does not know about it. We are inviting the Ministry of Finance to come and explain to us. The money has been put in the budget year in, year out without specifying the purpose. The Minister of Power presented a total budget of 250 billion naira on behalf of the ministry. So this is how they quash the whole money that meant for the country. They use biro and pen and write everything off. This Minister of Finance, not always, she's the one that will come out on social media and tell us that they use 250 billion to feed the Nigerian children that is in school. Then we keep asking, where are these children? Are they ghost children? How, where, when, how? Even during the COVID that the student is on lockdown, this woman still have the mind to come out and tell us that they have spent so amount of billions of. They have already collected all this money and sent it to their bank account. And that is the problem with Nigerians. They have started investment now. Highest in 1 or 2 days now. This whole thing will be no more. She will settle them. Yeah, because when they probe you, because you chop alone. If you don't chop alone, nobody will probe you. They want to probe her now, maybe because she and other ones have been cajoling and they spending the money alone without the notice of all these never do well senators. That's why they want to grey her. You have seen the news today. Mark today is third, right? That will be the end of seeing this news again. That is the country you come from. That is country you call your own. The country that want to move forward. This is how they keep squandering the money that's meant for infrastructure in the country without any single project being accomplished or completed. EFCC arrests 7 forex dealers in Abuja and Lagos. In continuation of its onslaught against forex dealers over the current dollar crisis in the country, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission on Wednesday arrested no fewer than 7 forex dealers in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Lagos, and Kano. Findings by the Okute news outlet revealed that the EFCC detectives stormed several forex trading hubs in Abuja, ransacking their vaults for stash of dollars and naira. The operatives later arrested no fewer than 25 legal and illegal forex dealers in addition to the 40 arrested on Tuesday during a raid of Zone 4 Wuse offices of the Association of Bureau de Change Operators, bringing the number of arrests in the Capital Territory to 65. During the operation, the EFCC personnel were said to have seized the phones of those that were arrested. The anti-graft agency also nabbed about 14 forex dealers in Lagos on Wednesday, while 8 others were picked up at the famous Bureau de Change market located at Wapa in Kano metropolis. The development came barely 24 hours after operatives of the Anti-Graft Commission arrested the Kogi State House of Assembly candidate of the new Nigerian People's Party, Ismaila Atumeyi, with 326 million naira and 140,500 US dollars. Atumeyi, who is seeking to represent Ampa 2 constituency in the Kogi State House of Assembly, was arrested on Sunday, October 30, 2022, alongside one Joshua Dominic, an alleged serial fraudster, in a sting operation at Macedonia Street, Queen's Estate, Katsina Woman, Abuja. In Lagos, EFCC detectives swooped on forex dealers on Broad Street in Lagos Island, as well as some BDC outlets in other parts of the state. Forex traders who spoke with the Punch on condition of anonymity said the EFCC operatives came in 2 buses. It was learned that about 114 Bureau de Change operators were arrested in Lagos. The Punch had reported that the operators against the Bureau de Change, which began on Tuesday, would be extended to Lagos, Anambra, Oyo, and Rivers State. Though no reason had been given for the raids, the EFCC operations, it was gathered, was targeted at tracking illicit funds from terrorists, bandits, and politicians who might want to convert their stash in a desperate move to beat the redesign of the Naira announced by the Central Bank of Nigeria. The new Naira notes, which would replace higher denominations, could be released on December 15. It was as if the Naira responded to the rest at a rallied to 820 per dollar on Wednesday from 857 to belong to the previous day at the parallel market. But speaking on Abuja raid, the Assistant Provost, Association of Bureau de Change Operators, Zone 4, Wuse, Malam Mohammed Nera, disclosed that 13 out of the 25 persons arrested on Wednesday had been released to the association, noting that their phones were, however, still in the EFCC's custody. Nara described the arrest as illegal, noting that the commission did not present an arrest or search warrant before ransacking offices and taking people away. 40 arrested. A visibly angry Nara stated 40 persons were arrested on Tuesday, but they have been released, almost all of them, but held on to their phones, which they went to collect on Wednesday. They kept them throughout the whole day before releasing their handsets. Today, Wednesday, they came again and arrested 25 persons. They released 13 out of them without their phones and detained 12 others. Over 30 phones were seized. They even seized the phones of some bankers who were looking for the depositors. It was when they wanted to leave that they released their error and returned the phones. The forex dealer accused the EFCC of ethnic profiling, noting that the Bureau de Change operators were being harassed because they were northerners, insisting that they have not done anything wrong. Look at the northerners now crying. People never see anything. You never see anything. He challenged the anti-graft agency to disclose the crimes for which the dealers were being heard, noting that they were ordinary Nigerians doing legitimate businesses. Naira stated the EFCC operatives heard that people are bringing Naira to the market to change into dollars What is bad about that? Is it stolen money? If it is stolen money, let us know. We can work together and help to identify people who stole their money, according to them. We don't understand what these people were doing. They threatened to break down our offices. They said if they meet any office locked, they should break it down. They didn't show us any warrants. They were just entering offices. They are doing illegal work. They didn't have any warrant just because they are EFCC. Anybody can wear EFCC jacket and claim to be EFCC. Asked if the operative took away money, the ABCO official said they didn't collect any money. It was just the harassment, threatening people. A bureau de change is a legal business. We have our certificates. We are doing legal business just like banks. He said about 90% of bureau de change operators are northerners. We are thinking they are harassing us because we are northerners, but we are citizens of Nigeria. This is because not only for northerners it is being done in Lagos and other places, but most are northerners. Most are northerners. So northerners are now crying that EFCC is harassing them, whereby the innocent youths who have been harassed on daily basis without no any such warrant have never cried out because they are Igbos or because they are Yorubas. Thank God the chairman of EFCC is an Hausa man, a Muslim. Yeah, had it been this man now happens to be a Yoruba or Igbo, it will be a tribal sentiment that now they are fighting tribal war. Thank God, and let it be happen to you people so that you people will understand the gravity of what a lot of people have been passing through in this dungeon called a country, Nigeria. You are crying because they are harassing you because thank God though, because I hope tomorrow they will not turn it that it was IPOB who instigated the EFCC chairman to come and arrest you, because any bad thing that happens in Nigeria, they must involve IPOB. Yes. Shooting at the toll gate, Lekki toll gate. They said it was Biafrans who instigated those people to go and begin to protest. Okay, I laugh in Spanish. They just want to cripple us because we have been keeping quiet. They have been harassing our people every time. It is annoying. It is getting out of hand. Nobody is above the law, but they are breaking the law. We are going to petition the National Assembly and also take them to court. We are going to fight to the end. Nara particularly took umbrage at the alleged maltreatment of elderly forest dealers during the raid, insisting that the commission did not follow the proper procedure. It is true that 70% of all didn't go to school. Does that mean we should not have money? They should say it. They do say it is Aboki Hausa business, but they are doing is too bad. What they are doing is too bad. We are going to take it up legally. The other time they accused us of funding Boko Haram. It is because we are Aboki or what? This is disgusting. It is not fair, and God is watching. Some people were even sleeping in their offices, and they would ask them to open their offices and demand to see their dollars and other currencies. If you go to a bank, won't you see dollars there? We are doing cash business, he stated indignantly. Oyibo, Arabi like bicycle. We are doing business indignantly, legitimate business. Where I'm very much concerned is this crying that they are doing because they are Hausa. Thank God that the head of this department is Hausa. That is my very, very happy, and that is where I am very, 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 very happy about it. If that person happen to be another country, I'm very, very sure that by now it will have been a different ball game. It will have been these people now, they are targeting us. The EFCC spokesperson Wilson Owadurun did not respond to the allegations when contacted on Wednesday. EFCC meets BDCS. Meanwhile, the chairman of the EFCC, Abdurrashid Bawa, on Tuesday met with the Association of the Chief Compliance Officers of the Banks in Nigeria, top forest operators under the aegis of the Association of Bureau de Change Operators, as well as other critical stakeholders in the financial service sector in the Lagos State zone. The BDC operators were summoned to the meeting as the agency continues to rest on outlets. The meeting, it was learned, was attended by the National President, ABCON, Alhaji Aminu Gwadabe, Vice President Azubike Ibokwe, and no fewer than 12 other top ESCO members of the Bureau de Change Association. Bawa, who chaired the meeting, was said to have emphasized how the CBN Naira design might lead to a situation where those with illicit funds would be seeking Bureau de Change as an avenue to channel their funds, which is very, very rare and which is very, very true. Bureau de Change operators at the meeting said all licensed Bureau de Change were advised to be extremely careful in their day-to-day operations by requesting their customers' information before they do any extra cash exchange, which is not in line with the Constitution of Nigeria or Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. So my good people of Biafra, my lovers of freedom, my lovers of mankind, those who love what I'm doing, I'm signing out from here because I don't want my broadcast to be that too harsh for you to listen or too long for you to listen. So until I come your way again, I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk from my own Daily Talk corner, where we speak to you undiluted truths about the things of life, what is happening in Nigeria and what is happening in Biafra land, and also at the world at large. African news is also included. So my great people, please remember to subscribe to my channel, like my content, share it to your family and friends. Yeah, they may be part of this moving trend. Until I come your way again, I still remain Okute Daily Talks corner. Until next time, bye for now. Give me shine, my people.